Imagine a world where the stories we know and love from the Bible are only part of the picture. What if some tales, lost to time or intentionally left out, carried profound lessons or warnings? Today, we journey into the shadows of biblical history to uncover 6 incredible stories left out of the Bible. Stay with me. You won't believe what you're about to hear. The Bible has been passed down for thousands of years, offering wisdom, guidance, and inspiration. But not all stories connected to its themes found their way into its final form. In the ancient world, religious texts were abundant, and some narratives, though influential, were excluded from the canon we know today. These tales, preserved in other writings, provide fascinating insights into the spiritual mysteries and historical struggles of humanity. Today, we'll uncover 6 such stories, diving into their historical context and the timeless lessons they offer. But before we dive in, if this is your first time of checking out the channel, please subscribe, like, and share our videos to spread the hidden truth with others. 1. Enoch's Voyage Through the Heavens. The book of Genesis briefly mentions Enoch. Enoch walked with God. Then he was no more, because God took him away. Genesis 5 verse 24. This mysterious passage has puzzled scholars for centuries. The Book of Enoch, an ancient Jewish text, expands this cryptic statement into a vivid tale of heavenly exploration. According to this text, Enoch was taken alive into the heavens, where he encountered angelic beings and witnessed the grandeur of God's throne. The celestial world was described as radiant with light, its landscapes unlike anything on earth. Enoch was shown secrets of the cosmos, including the movements of celestial bodies and the judgment awaiting fallen angels, the Watchers, who had corrupted humanity. Historically, the Book of Enoch was widely read in Jewish and early Christian communities. It even influenced New Testament writings, with echoes found in Jude 1 verses 14 to 15. However, it was excluded from the biblical canon due to its apocalyptic nature and debates over its divine inspiration. This story reminds us of the majesty of God's creation and the importance of living righteously, as Enoch did. 2. The courage of Abraham and the idols. Abraham, revered as the father of faith, left his homeland to follow God. But the book of Jasher, an ancient text mentioned in Joshua 10 verse 13, offers a dramatic prelude to his calling. As a young man, Abraham lived in a culture steeped in idolatry. His father, Terah, was a maker of idols. One day, Abraham smashed all but one of his father's idols and placed the hammer in the remaining idol's hands. When Terah returned, he demanded an explanation. Abraham wittily responded, "The largest idol destroyed the others." Terah scoffed, saying idols could not act. Abraham retorted, "Then why do you worship them?" This act of defiance caught the attention of King Nimrod, who ordered Abraham to be burned alive. According to the story, God miraculously protected Abraham, and he emerged unscathed. Historically, this tale highlights the polytheistic culture of Mesopotamia, where idols symbolize deities thought to control every aspect of life. Abraham's rejection of this worldview marked a radical shift towards monotheism. Though not included in the Bible, this story illustrates the cost of standing for truth and the power of faith to overcome fear. 3. The hidden years of Jesus. The Gospels offer only a glimpse of Jesus' childhood, but the infancy Gospel of Thomas, an apocryphal text, narrates extraordinary events from his early years. One tale describes young Jesus molding birds from clay while playing. When a teacher scolded him for breaking the Sabbath, Jesus clapped his hands, bringing the clay birds to life. In another story, Jesus resurrects a boy who had fallen from a rooftop, showing compassion and divine power even as a child. This text also portrays Jesus grappling with the immense power he possessed, learning to channel it with wisdom and grace. Historically, The early church sought to emphasize Jesus' ministry and sacrifice rather than speculative tales of his childhood, leading to the exclusion of such stories from the canon. Yet, they offer a fascinating glimpse into the mystery of the Incarnation, where divine and human nature coexisted. 4. Adam and Eve's life after Eden. The Book of Adam and Eve, also known as the conflict of Adam and Eve with Satan, continues the story of humanity's first parents after their expulsion from Eden. This ancient text describes their overwhelming grief as they adjusted to life outside paradise. They experienced hunger, harsh weather, and physical pain for the first time. Satan, enraged by their repentance, repeatedly tried to deceive them. In one account, he disguised himself as an angel, luring them to a cliff and promising to take them back to Eden, only to abandon them. Despite these trials, Adam and Eve remained steadfast in prayer and repentance, building altars and offering sacrifices to God. Historically, this story reflects ancient attempts to grapple with the consequences of sin and the human longing for reconciliation with God. While excluded from the Bible, it emphasizes the importance of perseverance and faith in the face of hardship. 5. Peter's vision of heaven and hell. The Apocalypse of Peter, an early Christian text, recounts a vivid vision given to the Apostle Peter. In this vision, Peter is shown the glories of heaven and the torments of hell. Heaven is depicted as a realm of indescribable beauty, where the righteous dwell in peace, clothed in radiant garments. Their joy is unending as they bask in the presence of God. Hell, by contrast, is a place of specific and harrowing punishments. Liars hang by their tongues, murderers are tormented with flames, and the greedy are made to swallow molten gold. The graphic imagery underscores the seriousness of sin. Peter, moved by compassion, asks if there is any hope for the damned. The angel guiding him explains that the prayers of the righteous can intercede for some, revealing a glimmer of God's mercy even in judgment. Historically, the Apocalypse of Peter was popular among early Christians, but was excluded from the New Testament due to its graphic content and theological differences. Its lesson is clear. Our choices have eternal consequences, and God's justice is balanced with mercy. 6. The Tower of Babel's aftermath. Genesis 11 tells the story of the Tower of Babel, where humanity's pride led to the confusion of languages and the scattering of nations. The Book of Jubilees, an ancient Jewish text, provides further details about this event and its repercussions. According to this account, the people scattered from Babel carried fragments of knowledge from before the dispersion. Over time, this knowledge became distorted, giving rise to myths, false religions, and idolatry. Some groups even attempted to rebuild smaller towers, hoping to regain the unity and power they had lost. The Book of Jubilees also describes God sending angels to guide these scattered nations, ensuring that his plan for humanity would not be derailed. These angels reminded the people of God's laws and his covenant, emphasizing that even in judgment, God's mercy endures. Historically, this story reflects the ancient world's fascination with the origins of languages, cultures, and religions. Its exclusion from the Bible likely stemmed from its speculative nature. The tale underscores the dangers of human pride and the importance of humility before God. The stories of Enoch, Abraham, Peter, and others were preserved in texts that circulated widely in the ancient world. These writings, often revered by specific communities, reflect the theological debates and cultural contexts of their time. For instance, the Book of Enoch reflects Jewish apocalyptic traditions, while the Infancy Gospel of Thomas illustrates early Christian efforts to explore the mystery of Jesus' humanity. The Book of Adam and Eve captures humanity's struggle with sin and redemption, and the Apocalypse of Peter mirrors early Christian teachings on heaven and hell. The exclusion of these texts from the Bible was often due to questions of authorship, theological consistency, or their speculative nature. However, they remain valuable for their insights into the spiritual concerns and imaginations of ancient believers. If you love these stories, please don't keep them to yourself. Share this video, like and subscribe for more biblical insights. Until next time, God bless you.